is Penny Davis, and I'm a teacher for VIPKid, and I also help other teachers get hired. And today I want to talk to you about the SMART demo and how to teach the slides on the SMART demo. A little bit about me. I have been a teacher for VIPKid for over 2 years, and I live in North Carolina, and I've taught over 3,000 classes, and I've helped more than 450 teachers get hired. So I've studied their process, I know what they're looking for, and I can help you through that process as well. So that's what this video is all about. First off, if you have not applied for VIPKid yet, that's where you need to start. Start with your application. You're going to go to this site, it's t.vipkid.com.cn, and you're going to fill out an application there. I have a whole separate video that I'm going to put down here in the link with YouTube that talks about how to fill that application to make sure you pass. But as you're filling out that application, if you're wanting to do that now, go ahead to this website, sign up for an account, but be sure where it says referral code, add a referral code, please put in the code Penny0008. That will make you my referral so that I can help you through the hiring process. If this video is a help to you, I would appreciate you adding my code to that, and that way I can help you walk you through the entire process. Okay. Now, if you've already applied and you did not use a referral code, you can still add me. Go into the VIPKid website, same link here. Go to the website, log into the account that you already created, and in the top right corner where it says My Account, you're going to click there, and then where it says Add Referring Teacher, put in that same code, Penny0008. That makes you my referral. Now, if you do this, be sure and send me an email, okay? My email is going to be here. It is teacherpennyvipkid@gmail.com. Send me an email because VIPKid no longer share your emails with me, so your email address. So you've got to send me an email so that I can help you, okay? All I get is a big string of stars, okay? So I don't get your email address. So be sure and send me an email and say, hey, Penny, help me. I added your code. Help me out with this. So be sure and send me your email address, to send me an email, teacherpennyvipkid@gmail.com, so that I can help you all the way through that. So to what we're talking about today is a part of the interview stage. So right after you fill out your application, you're going to be in the interview stage. And there are 4 options for the interview. Again, I have a separate video that talks about the 4 different options and which one is the best and which one I like, and just lots of different, they're all good, okay? But today we're going to concentrate on the SMART demo. Okay, so there's a live interview, a recorded interview, the SMART demo, and a coaching day. Okay, go find one of those other videos that's going to be linked down here in YouTube. But today we're just going to be talking about the SMART demo. Now, the SMART demo is done completely on your smartphone. iPhone, Android, whichever one you have, but it's done completely on your smartphone. You do not need a computer or anything for this part. Now, you will need a computer later, but for this part, you do not need a computer. You're going to do the whole thing on your cell phone. And in this one, you're going to download the VIPKid app. Okay, so this, I gave you a screenshot here. This one is from the Android Google Play Store. It looks very similar from the Apple Store, but you're looking for an app called VIPKid Teach. Okay, VIPKid Teach. That's going to be the app that you download in order to and then sign in with the same thing if you've already signed in on a computer, or you can do the application straight from your phone with that one. Either way, okay? But you're going to log into the account, and then it's going to guide you through doing this SMART demo that we have there, okay? So that is the first part of it, is just downloading the VIPKid app. Now, the SMART demo is one of the great things about the SMART demo is it's pretty quick. Okay, so there's some reading for you to do. There are some short videos to watch. All that's going to take about 10 minutes. Okay, then there is a 5-question quiz for you to take, and you're going to take this 5-question quiz over the things that you just read in the portal. Now, I'm not going to give you the answers to those questions on the quiz. You need to learn those yourself, but you may learn some of the things in this video that it's asking about in that quiz. So there's a 5-question quiz for you to complete, and then the 6th question is where you are going to record yourself teaching one slide, and you have 2.5 minutes to teach that slide. Now, the problem is that it shows you a little video of somebody demonstrating teaching one of those slides, and then when it comes up and you click a button on your phone and it says to start recording, and you click that one thinking, okay, I'll just do exactly what he did, and it's a completely different slide. Okay, there are actually 6 different slides that it could be, and all of them are different and different, kind of some different styles in there, so you don't know which one it is that you're going to actually be teaching until you click that record button. And so what I want you to do is, first off, don't panic. Okay, just hit stop. Okay, delete that recording and then figure out what slide you are teaching and get prepared for that one. Okay, now this is something that you can do pretty easily, but I don't want you to think that you can just go apply and do this all within the span of about 10 minutes, because there's some preparation that you're going to need to do in order to get ready for teaching this slide, okay, and making your recording. The first thing is you're going to need a background of some kind. You're going to be, something behind you needs to be a classroom background. Now, it does not have to be hugely elaborate. You see mine back here. I've got a bookshelf and I've got all sorts of toys and props that I use. Yours may not be that big, okay? You might just have something like an alphabet poster. Go to Dollar Tree. Alphabet poster or a US map is great. Maybe you've got something with your name on it. You can't see it real well here, but I've got a little plaque here that says Teacher Penny. Even if that's just a piece of paper with magic marker writing on it, Teacher Penny, teacher, whoever you are. Okay, so something colorful, educational. What they don't want to see behind you is your empty, messy living room or messy kitchen or something like that. Even if it's a blank wall, that's okay. Just put a couple of things up that make it look somewhat educational. So set up your background. You're going to need some props, and I'm going to talk about props here in just a second, but you also need really, really good lighting. Okay, so think about lighting from overhead as well as lighting coming from the sides so that you don't have shadows on your face. They're watching our tongue and our lips and our teeth, and how are they making those strange sounds that I've never heard before? So be sure that you have really good lighting, even if you have to bring in every light from around the entire house. Make sure you have really, really good lighting. Then you're going to take your cell phone and you're going to prop it up, but I don't want you to just sit it down on the table and shoot from down there, because you know why we always take selfies from up here, right? Okay, we take them from up high because it's a more flattering angle. Same thing here. You're not going to take this video where your phone is looking up at you. So figure out somehow to get it up here. A stack of books, a can of soup, or 2 or 3 stacked on top of each other. Prop it up here somehow. If you've got a tripod, even better, okay? But if you can stack it up on something in order to get it to about eye level, that always looks a lot better than looking down at the camera, okay? So prop that phone up at eye level to be able to do this, okay? Now, I said something about props. We use props to teach with a lot, and you're going to need some simple props for this one. It's going to vary depending on which slide you get. So now these are all probably things that you have around the house that you might be able to just grab and use. For instance, an apple. Okay, one of them we're doing something with an apple. One of them has a dog in it. So I have a little puppet here, but you might have just a stuffed animal, okay, to use with that one. And actually, it could be any kind of animal because it just says it. Okay, in it, so you could do that one. And then I've got some things that I printed. Some of the things that we're going to be doing are using he and she and they, and so these are a couple of little characters, you know, a little boy and a little girl for he and she, and then we can put them together and do they. Okay, so these are great props to use if you want to use. If you want these actual files, just email me, teacherpennyvipkid@gmail.com, and I will send you these files that you can print out. There's also one slide that has mom and dad in it, so I just printed off a little picture of mom and dad, and I'll be happy to send you those files that you can print out as well. But this is the prop that I probably would use the most in these, but I also use this prop the most in all of my classes. Okay, whenever I teach, I use this prop almost every single day, and that's a verb conjugation chart. I took a whiteboard that I already had, though this is just a simple whiteboard. This was an actual VIPKid one that they gave me for something or another at one point. And I made just a little chart here, and I did this in permanent marker in Sharpie. And then I put I, you, we, and they here, and then he, she, and it here on the bottom. And I put an S over here. The S is also done in a different color, and it's a little bit bigger for the S. Now, what this is designed for, whatever verb I am using, let's say I'm using run, okay? So whichever verb I am using, where'd my marker go? There it is, okay? This is a whiteboard marker. So whatever verb I am using, I can put in here I can just fill in the verb, okay? And let them see, I run, you run, we run, they run, he runs, okay. She runs, it runs. And see how I'm emphasizing that we add the S with the third person, he, she, and it. Okay, so this is a prop that I use. As I say, I use this almost every single day. So you need to just go get a whiteboard. You can get a whiteboard at Dollar Tree. Okay, you might want to get one that's metal so that you can use it with magnetic letters and things like that later. But just a plain one works fine for now. But just a simple whiteboard. You could even do this with just a piece of paper. It would be fine for this interview. Just have something with this basic chart on it that you can use throughout the lesson. Okay, so those are the basic props that I have here. I also have, there's one of the slides has some blocks that they stack up the blocks. So I've got a few little blocks here. I think those also came from Dollar Tree. And believe it or not, a water bottle, because we're going to be teaching thirsty in one of the slides, and then a small soccer ball. If you've got a big, I just dropped my entire basket of fruit and food that I use to teach with. Anyway, a soccer ball. It could be a full-size one, whatever. This is a little one. This works well in my classroom, so it doesn't take up so much space. So those are the props that I gathered to teach this one. Now, you don't have to have all of these props, but these are the ones that when I looked at the 6 different slides it could be, these are the slides that I said, okay, yeah, these are the ones I could use, okay? So those are the props that you would have together. And again, you can pause and wait to teach to get those slides together. But one thing I do want to caution you is if you leave the VIPKid app on your phone, when you come and you haven't completed the entire thing, when you come back the next time, it may make you take the quiz again. And when you get to actually recording the slide, you might end up with a different slide that time. Okay, so just understand that maybe these are some things that you can gather up easily and have them all ready, so depending on which one you want to use, because all of these things are going to be what you use in class eventually when you teach. Okay, now here's what I want you to understand about the interview. The interview process is when in this step of the process, this is the one that determines your salary for the first year of teaching. So you want to do really, really, really well on this interview so that you can get the best salary possible. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to get that best salary with this. But if you do not understand the VIPKid teaching style, style, then you are not going to get as good of a salary. So I want you to understand, you may have been a teacher for ages, okay? You may have even taught ESL, but you may not have taught ESL online. And it's a different process, okay? I've been a teacher for 25 years, and this was a whole new type of teaching, a whole new style of teaching, and it took me a little while to get it. Okay, so I want to help you. I'm going to give you very, very simple ideas of how we teach. The first thing is we use something called TPR. You see it up here at the top. It stands for Total Physical Response. This is where I am doing something. I am doing a motion, a physical motion of some kind in order to get my student to physically respond. So I am involved in the teaching with my whole body. I'm talking with my hands. I'm using a facial expression. I am acting out something, run or walk or whatever that the verb calls for. Or the noun or whatever, okay? The emotion, maybe sad or something like that. I'm using all of these different emotions and these different facial expressions and body movements to get my student to respond. Maybe I want them to do run with me. Maybe I want them to do sad or something like that. Maybe I want them to do those things back with me to help me understand or make sure that they understand the meaning of the word. That's what TPR is. We get them to do it back with us. This is the move we do the most. We point to our mouth. If I want them to say exactly what I say, I point to my mouth. He runs. And then I cup my hand behind my ear. This is their signal. It's their turn to speak. So you're going to be doing this little back and forth with them. He runs. He runs. It runs. And you see how I'm getting that back and forth with them. That goes right into the next thing that we do, and that is repetition. Okay, this is where we are repeating. We are getting them to repeat things back and forth with us. The student that you're teaching in this lesson is an early student. They haven't had many lessons at all. So they are learning just by repeating after us. Okay, any word that you see in the lesson that is in orange, that means it's a brand new word, and we are introducing that word to them. So when you are introducing that new word, you need to repeat that word 2 times by itself. So you would do run, run. He runs. She runs, okay? And you're going to use props, you're going to use motions, you're going to do all that. But you have to say the word by itself 2 times. Then you can put it into the sentence and have them repeat the sentences with you, okay? So lots of TPR, lots of motions and everything. So we now did that one. I should have been doing run, run. He runs. So enact that out with them, okay? Now, with your language, you're going to speak very slowly, very precisely. We can't do he runs, she runs. Okay, they can't do that, okay? He runs. Give them a little bit of time to process each individual word. So speak slowly, nothing extra. So if it says he runs, you can't add another word in there like he runs fast. Okay, they don't know that word yet. Okay, so you can't use that. So look at the words that are on the screen, and don't use anything extra that's not already in there, or that is maybe you can use after you've done the first part of it and you've gotten them to say exactly what's on there. Maybe I'll show you some ways that you can extend, to see this word right here, you can extend the learning by just a tiny bit into maybe a different form, or maybe you switch the two things that are on the slide, or maybe I'll show you what I'm talking about with extend when we get to the actual slides. Okay, so this is just some very, very basic things about the VIPKid teaching style. Okay, but make sure that you are only using the words that are on the slides. Don't bring in any extra words. They just don't know them. And if you use in all these extra words, what they do is they just stop listening. Okay, they quit trying. It's too hard. Okay, so you got to watch things like, okay, now let's do, can you say, oh, that's a big one. Okay, can you say he runs? No, you don't need to say, can you say? That's why you point to your mouth. He runs. Okay, that means can you say, or that you're wanting them to say that one. But don't say all those words, because if you say, can you say he runs? They're going to look at you and go, can you say he runs? Okay, so don't use all those extra words with it. Okay, so those are some very basic things. There's a lot more to VIPKid, and I'm going to help you as you get farther into the hiring process. I'm going to help you understand the VIPKid teaching style more with that. But this is the basics just for this real quick smart demo. Okay, so the next thing I want to tell you, you have 2.5 minutes to teach this one slide. Now, I'm going to show you all 6 slides, but you only have to teach one of them. Okay, I don't know which one it's going to be. It's going to rotate through all those. No telling which one you're going to get, okay? But you only have 2.5 minutes to teach this slide, okay? And the recording will actually stop at 2.5 minutes. That's all the time that you have to do this. But what I want you to do is at the very beginning, remember how I told you your salary is determined at this stage? Well, your salary is based on a score that you get, and I want to help you boost your score a little bit if I can, okay? And I want you to do that by doing a 15-second introduction of yourself, okay? That your introduction is going to be this fast. Hi, my name is Penny Davis. I have a bachelor's degree in music education. I have over 25 years of teaching experience with all ages of children and adults. I'm a certified teacher in the state of Texas, and I have an ESL certification. That's it, okay? Your degree, doesn't matter what school you went to, I just want to know that you've got the degree, particularly if you have a master's degree, particularly if it is in any part of education. You might get extra points for those, okay? How many years of experience you have with children and what ages those are. Now, you may have taught for 20 years in a bank. They don't care. They only care about what your experience is with children. But remember, when you're giving them your years of experience with children, homeschool, babysitting, tutoring, coaching, Sunday school, teaching in a public school, volunteering in a public school, any kind of experience that you have with children counts as experience, okay? Experience teaching. So you can count up all of those and add that all up to a year. You must have at least 1 year of experience, okay? If you do not tell them I have at least 1 year of experience with children, if you say 6 months or 9 months, you're not going to pass this, okay? So you must have at least 1 year of experience with children in order to qualify for this, okay? And then if you have any kind of certifications, like a teaching certificate, an ESL certificate, special ed certificate, anything like that, be sure that you tell them about that. Also, look down here in the description for a link to an online ESL certification that you can get in a couple of hours for $19. And that $19 you will make back very quickly in a higher salary for having that ESL certification. So look in the link in the YouTube description here for a link to that course. Okay, so you're going to do that 15-minute introduction, or 15-second introduction of yourself, and then say, okay, I'm going to teach now, and then you start teaching your student. You don't have to like introduce yourself to your student or anything like that. You just jump right into it. We use reward systems in our classes where we encourage our students and we reward them with all sorts of different things. That's a whole different thing. If you've read anything about reward systems with VIPKid, you do not have to use a reward system here on the Smart Demo. There's just not enough time when you only have that 2.5 minutes to teach that. Okay? All right, now, let's look at the actual slides that you might be asked to teach, okay? This is the first one that comes up. Now, I want you to look up in the top right corner of the slide, so way up here. See where it says I and then grammar, okay? I means that this is an introduction slide. You are being introduced to something, or rather the student is being introduced to something. So in this case, we are introducing the words this and that. See, the words this and that are both in orange. So we are teaching them this brand new word, this and that, okay? And notice in the directions at the bottom, this is what the teacher, these are the teacher directions. When it says T, that stands for teacher, S stands for student, okay? The teacher may say the demonstrative adjectives this and that out loud, and then lead to the student to say and repeat the sentences, this is my mom and that is an apple, okay? Now that's a lot of language. You're not going to say all that to the student, obviously, okay? You are going to say about 10 words on this entire slide. You're going to use this, that, this is my mom, that is an apple. That's it. Okay, that's all the words you're going to use. Now I am going to use, I've made some flashcards. These are just simply out of a note card, okay, that have these two words on them. So I'm going to use these to teach the words first. Then we're going to put it into a sentence. Then we're going to use some props with it as well. Okay, so this one, you point to it and you go, this, this, that, okay. This is my mom. This is my mom. This is my mom. Yes, good. That. Where did my apple go? Okay, you're not going to say that. My apple disappeared. Okay. Ah, there it is. That. That is an apple. That is an apple. This is an apple. That is an apple. This is an apple. That is an apple. Okay. This is my mom. That is my mom. Good. And make sure that as you're holding this up here that you'll be able to see your video screen. Keep it in the video screen. Now I've got my video screen scrunched in here in order to show you the slide as well here. So you didn't see some of that, but you're holding this here for this, and you're holding it at way out there and pointing to that, okay? Helping them see the difference between this and that, okay? All right, that's the first slide that you could teach. The second slide, we are teaching the word like, okay? Now, at this point, I would have my whiteboard. I'm not going to write it. I'm not going to take the time to write it here, but I would have it filled in with like and likes. Okay, so have the conjugation chart filled in with like and likes, but I'm also I've got these words on just a note card. Okay, so I'm going to start here with this one. Okay, like, likes. Good. I like to play soccer. I like to play soccer. I like to play soccer. Do you like to play soccer? Yes. I like to play soccer. I like to play soccer. Good. I like to play soccer. Good. She. She likes. She likes. She likes to play ping pong. She likes to play ping pong. Good. All right, the next slide that you might teach has the word run. This is the one that you actually see the person in the video that they're demonstrating to you, and so you may be the one you get, but maybe not. Okay, so again, this is where you are going to have run and runs already filled in on your verb conjugation chart. Okay, and then you point to the first one, or you could use this with a flashcard. Either way, point to the word run. Okay, and run, run, run. Okay, well, start with he, because he is the first one. He is the first one down in the list there, okay? So you point to he. He runs. He runs. He runs. And it. It run or it runs? It runs. It runs. Okay. It runs. Okay. Yay. She run or she runs? She runs. Yes. She runs. Yay. She runs. Yay. They they run or they runs? They run. Yes, they run. Good. I run. I runs. I run. Yay. I run. Yay. All right, you get the idea. Okay. All right, next slide. This one we are teaching the words have and has and using a tablet. So if you have a tablet, grab a tablet. If you don't have a tablet, you can't. Where'd the phone go? If you don't, I pulled it out. It's somewhere. Oh, that's one fell over a while ago. Okay. All right. So if you've got a tablet, even if it doesn't work, that's okay. Okay. So if you've got a tablet or you can print out a picture of a tablet, let me turn it around the right way. Okay. But a tablet is a great thing to have here as a prop. Okay. So if you don't have a tablet, you could use your whiteboard. Okay, that whiteboard that you have, you could make it look like a tablet. Okay, that'll be fine. Okay, all right. So you're going to show the two words have and has. Okay, and then we're going to do the sentences. He has a tablet. Again, you've got your conjugation chart filled in with have and has. Okay, and then you're going to be doing the sentence, he has a tablet, they have a tablet. Okay, so introduce the words first. Okay, have, has, has. Good. have, has. Yes, he has. He has. He has a tablet. He has a tablet. Okay. What does he have? He has a tablet. Yes. He has a tablet. Good. They. 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 They have a tablet. They have a tablet. They have a tablet. Good. What do they have? They have a tablet. Now, I introduced a question there that's not on the page. This is an extension, but notice that the question I asked, the answer to that question is the sentence that we just practiced, okay? So I did, he has a tablet. We practiced the words by themselves. Then we practiced the sentence, he has a tablet. Then I asked the question, what does he have? Okay, and they gave the answer, he has a tablet. Back and forth, practice that question and answer twice with it, okay? So you do the words, then you do the sentence, then you can add that question in there if you have time. If you don't have time, you may not have time to do that one, okay? Same thing for they. We practice they have a tablet, then ask the question, what do they have? They have a tablet. So that question would be considered an extension of the learning, but it goes right along with it. Okay, I probably in the very next slide in whatever lesson this one is in, that's probably the question that's asked in the very next slide. Okay, so you use a question that the answer to the question is that sentence that you just practiced. Okay, all right, the next slide, we've only got 2 more slides left. The next slide, we're introducing the word soccer. And of course, you know, in their country, they call soccer football, but we're teaching them American culture, so we're teaching them soccer. Okay, now in this one, it is assuming that they already know the word play and they already know how to conjugate the word play. So we're just teaching them the new word. Notice again, it's the I up here on that top corner. We're introducing the new word soccer, but then it also says that we are going to review the word thirsty. Okay, they just learned that in a previous lesson, so we're going to review that word thirsty with them. That's where your soccer ball and your water bottle come in. Okay, so you start with soccer. Okay, not soccer ball, just soccer. Okay, so soccer, soccer, soccer. He plays soccer. He plays soccer. He plays soccer or he plays soccer? Yes, he plays soccer. He plays soccer. What does he play? He plays soccer. Yes, good. Oh, thirsty. Thirsty. He is thirsty. He is thirsty. He is thirsty. I am thirsty. I am thirsty. All right, that was an extension a little bit in there, but they do know I am. They've already used that one. They've already used I am thirsty. So that's just a review in there. You have an advantage since you have me teaching you how to do this. I can tell you what they know and what they don't know on that one. All right, the last one is the word fun, the word game, and then the sentence we're teaching is the game is fun. Okay, so I'm going to review the two words first, okay, using my little flashcards, okay? So, fun, 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 game, game, woo, The game is fun. The game. The game. Ah! The game is fun. What is fun? The game is fun. The game is fun. Okay, make sure when you're holding your props up here that you don't block your face, or particularly your mouth. Don't block your mouth with that, okay? So those are the slides that you may be able to teach. If you get a different slide than one of these, use these same principles that I've just told you. Repeating the words, then repeating the sentences. Who knows if they've changed it to something new since the last time I looked at it, okay? But if you get something new, be sure and let me know if you get something new, because I'd like to know about that. Again, if you have not applied yet and you found this video to be helpful, I would appreciate you using my link to sign up. So apply at vipkid.com.cn and then use the, by the way, my full link will be down here in the YouTube description. But if you're using this link, then enter the referral code Penny0008. And then if you've already applied and did not use a referral code, click on my account. It'll be up in the top right corner, and where it says add referring teacher, put in that same code, Penny008. Wait, that's 3 zeros. Penny0008. Add my code to your account and I will help you through. Now, and once you do that, be sure you know what you're supposed to do. Email me, teacherpennyvipkid@gmail.com. Be sure and email me so that I can help you through the rest of the process. When you use my code, that means that you get access to me, personal access to me for one-on-one help. I'm going to also give you access to the VIPKid Hiring Bootcamp. It's a special section of my website that is only open to my referrals that has detailed help through every little part of the application process. So make sure that that you get access to that. But the biggest help that you can get is coaching sessions. I do coaching sessions several times a week with people that apply with my link, and I walk you through each step of the process. So I do one for the interview, I do another one for the mock class, which is the next step of the process. So I want to help you through that, through the process, but I can't do that unless you're one of my referrals. Now, if you use somebody else's link, maybe you clicked on someone somewhere and they're not helping you and you cannot switch to me, but you can go and just start a whole new application. Okay, just start a new application, use my code to apply for it, and then email me for that. So you can just start a new application. If you do that, if you start a new application, be sure and use a new email address or just a different email address and use a different phone number. So borrow a friend or a family member's phone number. You can change it back to your phone number later. No big deal. But use a different email address and a different phone number to reapply with that. Okay. If you have any questions, be sure and send me an email, teacherpennyvipkid vipkid@gmail.com, or leave me a comment or a message here on YouTube. Be sure also, I have a couple of things that to help you with. My website is hellopennydavis.com, and on my website I have tons of information for you before you're hired, but that's also where the hiring boot camp is, and you have to have a password to get that. The only way to get the password is to be one of my referrals. Okay. Also, be sure and look up the Facebook group VIPKid Teachers Wanted. So go onto Facebook and look up the group VIPKid Teachers Wanted there. It's a huge group, about 6,000 people in that group, and we answer your questions. We walk you through the process, and I post videos and links and all sorts of updated information in the Facebook group VIPKid Teachers Wanted. So you can find me on there. Message me on Facebook there. Send me through Facebook Messenger. I'd love to talk to you there. Okay. Be sure and like and subscribe here on YouTube so that you will see the new things that are coming out with VIPKid and from me. Thanks so much for watching today. I appreciate it, and I look forward to helping you become a VIPKid teacher. Bye-bye.